What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi. My name is Elizabeth, and this is The Joyful Sojourn, a community of people that loves sharing life together and really loves stationery. Today is all about stamps, okay? This is my third video of 3 videos sharing my Cyber Week and Black Friday orders. And because I ordered so many stamp sets, I needed its own video. So my first video was miscellaneous stationery items. My second video was mystery boxes and an order from Cloth and Paper. And then, yeah, stamps and stencils, actually, stencils as well. They need their own video. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to share with you all of the stamps that I purchased from Cocoa Daisy, Altenew, Everyday Explorers, Carrie Bradford, and Textile Bakery for Stencils, a new shop to me from Etsy. So we're going to look at all of them. And y'all, this took a long time. I did pre-swatch and stamp these out so we can actually see what they look like on paper in my swatch book. So where do we even start? Let's start with the ones that are out of their packaging. Let's start with Cocoa Daisy. And as we do this, I'm going to be finally filing these guys away in my little envelopes. These are from the brand Hero Arts. You can get them at Joann, but I think I might have, did I get these at Joann? I think so. Whenever Joann has like a mega sale and like stacking coupons on coupons, I pick these up so that all of my stamps are in one of these 2 sized envelopes. So we're going to be filing these away, and I keep them in this little tub here, which I got from Target. So I have 2 sizes. No, actually, these are the same size. These are the Bright Room bins, stackable bins, and I don't know what size this is. Does it have a, here we go. This is the 4-liter capacity, and here you can see it also fits if you go horizontally with the large Hero Arts envelopes as well. So I've got my large in one, and then I have my smaller ones in the other. Okay, so we are going to put the stamps away as we go. So we are starting with Cocoa Daisy. Let me grab all of my Cocoa Daisy stamps. Now, this is rad. So I'm new to Cocoa Daisy. I am an affiliate for them. So I have a discount code, Joyful10. We'll save you 10% off. And I just started receiving their kits to share with you guys. So I've done the Nordic Nights, and I've done the Penelope kit, which is January and February kits. Okay. But prior to that, I had not, been subscribed to any of the kits. And so I went through and looked at any of the stamps I could find a la carte from previous releases, because they do that. If a certain number of kits sell out, maybe there's not enough to put out on the website, then they will break things up like these stamps and sell them a la carte. So I purchased a bunch of a la carte from previous kits, and I would recommend doing that because that Joyful 10 discount code works on the a la carte items. So we're going to jump over. This is going to be hard to find my, the stamps. I'm still coming up with my index method. All right, so let's start here. So the first stamp that we have here is called Summer Vibes. This was the July 2023 stamp subscription. And here is what that guy looks like. So we've got some fun little headers: Breeze Adventures, Days, Summer Memories, Cool, Summer, Sunshine, Let's Go. I love the fruits and a little bit of waves and that little clamshell, ice cream cone. So I just thought this was a fun kit, because here's the thing. We might be in December, but summer's coming. And I love that I have this ready to go. Even though it's from 2023, there's nothing dated about this. So that is the first guy. I picked up this little stamp. Oh, let's make sure, as we go, I want to make sure that I file these away so I can finally, I've had these stacks of stamps hanging around for too long. So I'm just going to throw that in there, and I can add it to my collection. At some point, I'll label the envelopes, but I haven't gotten there yet. This was a cute little stampy stamp. It says, I miss precedented times. And I wonder if I I'm going to leave this kind of solo in my tub. But I thought it was funny because you know how every time something epic happens, like someone will say, oh, we're in unprecedented times, or it's unprecedented. And so it's a little snark. It says, I miss precedented times. And I didn't do that great of a job stamping this guy. But here you can see what that little guy looks like. The next stamp set is from the March 2024 kit. And I ended up purchasing the, they had one of like the journaling kits available, and I purchased that because I live in Texas and I thought it was cute and kitschy. So this is the Big Sky stamp set from March 2024. And here you can see what this looks like. Again, now this has March on it, but March is going to come every year. So that, you know, didn't bother me. And anytime I want to create, you know, a Texas theme or a Southwest theme, I have these stamps. I've been wanting to collect more decorative stamps that I can play around with. And so this Big Sky set definitely like hits it for me. And I love that there were 2 sets that came in this collection. So that is the Big Sky set. And I wonder if these will fit. If I can get both of them to fit, or if we should go into the, I think we should go with a large on this one. So I'll grab a large envelope and throw these in here. It feels so good to finally close the loop. This has been a video I've been putting off for a long time because I thought it would be just so much work. And I was thinking I would like stamp all the stamps on camera. And I was like, that is going to be such a disaster trying to do that. So I'm glad that I like opened all the packages and pre-stamped things. Okay, so this is a fun one. This is the Cedar and Snow stamp set from Cocoa Daisy. Lots of little phrases. And I was so glad that this was still available because I had just started purchasing from Cocoa Daisy in the fall. And so the Cedar and Snow wasn't available anymore, but the stamp set was available. So I got the stamp set. Let me show you what that looks like. And that is from December of 2024. So very possible it might still be available. A lot of these might still be available. So if there's something that you like, the link to Cocoa Daisy is in the description box, and just take a look, see if it's available. Now keep in mind, I was multitasking with the stamping while watching like Christmas movies with my husband. So it's not a perfect stamp situation, but here you can see what that stamp set looks like. So that is the Cedar and Snow. And then I deep dived the Cocoa Daisy website and found these 2. Let me see if I can find, and this swatch book is a B5 from Archer and Olive. I'm loving. This is the, oh, it didn't have a name on it. I don't know what these numbers are called, but I like that they're lined numbers so I could fill them in if I want to. And then, so that's this guy right here. And then the alphas, I was really surprised that they still had alphas. The alpha set is from the Sun Drenched collection from August of 2024. And yeah, they call this the Sunny Alpha. So very happy to have this. And I like this set too because it has the full alphabet and it has numbers. So everything can be matchy-matchy. And then we have some punctuation as well. So there are the final 2 items that I picked up from Cocoa Daisy. And now we're going to jump over to, let's jump over to Carrie Bradford. My gosh, you guys, her stamps are lovely. Like some of the best stamps. I have quite a few from her. And the level of detail on these stamps is insane, and they stamp so well. So let's take a look at Carrie Bradford. So the first one here is Book Nerd. Okay. So I've got Book Nerd. Actually, let's just look through all of these at once. So we have Book Nerd, Good Food. Wait, let's go this way. Good Food. And I'll show these stamped out. Don't worry. Notes. District Upper. I love a big font, a big text, a big stamp, a big sticker. Love that. And this is really skinny, so I'm hoping it'll fit some of the more narrow spaces. So District Upper, and this has your alphas, and then it also has connecting words, which I really like, the, this, and. Then I have District Numbers, so same font, but extra, extra large. Look at these giant numbers. Love it. Then we have Block of Time. Now this, I was so excited for because I've been looking for like solid stamps. And this is, I think, a clearance item because it has 2022 and 2023 on it over here. And obviously those are dated and not good for me anymore. But the rest of this stuff is undated, or it's, you know, neutral. So really excited this was available. And I think everything in her shop was, I don't know, 20-25% off. So when you get into these stamps from these small shops, they're going to be more expensive because they're making them themselves, and they're photopolymer stamps, which means they're made in the US. They're that photopolymer material versus like a silicone. So they're not going to yellow. They're going to keep their stickiness. They're just excellent quality. And I'm not a stamp expert, but that is what I've been told from stamp people, that you want those photopolymer stamps, not the acrylic stamps. If you're new to stamping and you really want to start kind of budget level, then sure, you go with the acrylic. But I'm starting to really want to up my game, and I want that better quality, and so I'm willing to spend a little bit more. But I did wait for a sale. Okay, so let's find where we can find these stamps, and I kind of think I kept hers together. So I have a couple things going on with this swatch book, in case you're curious. I have my inks in the front, and then I'm starting from the back and going forward with stencils and stamps. And right now I'm kind of just, I used to try to keep them all together, but I've kind of given up on that at this point. And so I'm going to have both like an index in the front and in the back where I can have like the master list by page number, but then a topical list. So if I'm looking for date related stamps, I can go and look at dates. If I'm looking for icons, I can go to icons. If I'm looking for seasonal and deco, I can go to seasonal deco. So I'm going to have a secondary index by the type of stamp, and hopefully that'll help me find things faster. So here we have our two stamp sets in the Block of Time set. So we have our months, and again, I didn't do this great. I was trying to, actually what I did was I inked them on their acetate and put the whole sheet down to save time. So I'm presuming and fairly certain that if you didn't do that, if you were doing one stamp at a time, these would be totally opaque. They'd be fully black. But because I was doing it in bulk, it didn't give that impact. So that is not a fault of the stamp. That's a fault of me trying to just get swatches down. So this first one has your months in a big size, abbreviated. Then you have your months full spelling, smaller. We have Monday through Sunday in that big abbreviated. And then we have our days of the week fully spelled out. And then we have 2022, 2023, and today. Now, this is why it was discounted, because this set has old years in it, but I don't really care. I think that's still such a good value. And then the smaller one in the set is over here, and this actually just spells, or is spelled out, 1 through 31 spelled out. So if you wanted to create a look, instead of doing numbers, you wanted the spell to spell out the dates or the numbers, you can do that. And then it looks like we have some bonus words here, good times, and then you have your 2022, 2023. So I think this was probably my biggest score because I wanted stamps like this, but I mean, they are pricey. And so having these on sale because they have those older years is pretty great. This is Block of Time, and it's number 0305 is what that set is. Now I'm hoping that these will fit in here. And I'm actually going to, do I want to take them out? I think I do. The other thing I appreciate about the Carrie Bradford stamps is the piece of plastic that goes over the stamps to protect them. She actually tapes it down so it creates like a flap. And I like that because I've had the protective layer like go missing on my desk for a couple of my bigger stamps, and it's really annoying. So these just feel really well taken care of. And I'm going to keep these together, but at some point I might make the decision to separate them. Although we can see if, I don't know, it might be a bit of a stretch. We'll keep them together. So that is the block of time. All right, so where's our, okay. So same thing, I laid the whole sheet down in one shot, which is why it's not perfectly stamped. So here is District Upper, and here you can see those words down at the bottom, which I love for making connecting things. And I love that this, again, comes with the numbers and punctuation. So you've got like a whole set here good to go. I love this font. I love that it's clean. I love that it's skinny. I love that it's big. And I'm a big fan. So that is District Upper. The other thing that a lot of these stamp companies will do, I'm okay with losing this because the name of your stamp is going to be up at the top. So District Upper 0273 from Carrie Bradford Studio. So that is District Upper. Grab this guy. We can finally archive it because we are filming. My office is such a mess, you guys, and I have been needing to just close the loop on some of these things. So the next stamp set, this was Notes. Here you can see what Notes looks like. And the example I saw on this was actually cool because it had, so this is meant to be like lines, but it looks intense because it's black. So just picture this being any other ink pad color, and you can create like a notepad. Super functional. We've got headers. Don't forget weekly, monthly, to-do list, daily, morning, afternoon, night. We've got star stamp. We've got our days of the week vertical, some functional boxes, our top 10, functional box here. It just, I feel like, is one of those good ones to have in the collection for just everyday planning. So that is the Notes stamp, and that is 0308. I should probably do a timestamp on this video. Let me know if you guys want that. Remind me if I didn't do it. So next we have Good Food. Where is Good Food? Good Food. You guys are getting a little sneak peek of Walls the Things. Good Food. Where did our Good Food go? This is where I need my index. There it is. Good Food. Ooh, Good Food and Book Nerd are together. Perfect. So here is Good Food. And I just thought it would be fun to just add more big kind of icons. This is what kind of called me to this stamp set. I thought it would be fun to stamp that down and write down like for meal planning. Love the food truck. One of my favorites in the kitchen, morning ritual. We've got a little coffee cup. Fast food. Food is love. Good food, good mood. Good for you. What's on the menu? On my plate. Piping hot. And I'll say again, I'm going to be a broken record. This incomplete stamping is because of how I stamped it, not a reflection of the stamps themselves. So that is Good Food from Carrie Bradford, and I can now pop this guy in its long-term storage. And then let's take a look at Book Nerd. Now, I'm realizing I keep grabbing and purchasing the book and fountain pen themed stamps. I don't know what it is. I just think they're rad. So this is Book Nerd, and I love that it's got a nice big Book Nerd. We've got a stamp for labeling the inside of your books. You can identify how you'd rate the book based on loving it, guilty pleasure, entertaining story, could have been better, didn't finish, cute little book stamp. Book club, read more books, don't need to tell me twice, finish this. Here you can log whether or not your book was paper, digital, or audio. Books I've read, beach read, the smell of books, couldn't put it down. Just fun, living vicariously through fictional characters. I just thought this was a nice set to have in my collection. And I still am on the fence about having a dedicated book or reading journal versus doing that in one of my planners. I'm not sure yet, but I have the stamps ready to go. I'm one of those people that purchases things preemptively, like before I actually get started, because I feel like I have to have the supplies ready to go. Are you like me? It's a good thing, it's a bad thing, because purchasing the items doesn't make you an expert in those items. You need to actually like learn how to use them. And I'm definitely, did I not do this? Okay, I did. Yeah, I collect the stuff first. And then if it's a hobby that I end up not jumping into fully, I've got all the supplies, but like no desire to do it. So, I don't have a book journal right now, but I bought the stamps for it, is my point. 5 minutes later with that explanation. This is district numbers XXL. So it is the extra, extra large version of these ones because I love a big number, you guys. You know that I do. And I'm just finding that when it comes to stamps and stickers, you know, with sticker sheets, it's one and done. You use the sticker and it's gone. And with stamps, it's the gift that keeps on giving. There's a, you know, endless supply of numbers using stamps. The only, you know, catch is there is cleanup, and depending on the paper that you're using, you might have some ghosting or some bleeding. Excuse me, I'm getting so pumped about stamps. I need to sip my beverage. In order to fuel my stamp habit, I've been making my own coffee at home. Makes me sleep better at night. Okay, that was everything from Carrie Bradford. Let's jump over to Everyday Explorers. Also had a sale during Cyber Week. Look, I was just talking about this. Let's go to this guy. Okay, I guess we'll do this since I see it right here. So I did pick up some more kind of fun themed stamps. So this is at the cafe and it looks like this. So I just thought this would be cute to stamp in the morning, like my morning coffee or today's cup. What am I drinking? I just want to get more into logging everyday moments that feel good or bring me joy that are insignificant to everybody else, but that just, I don't know, just make life a little bit sweeter. Life is hard enough as it is. I want to tune my eyes and my heart and my mind to the little things every day that is, they're like God winks. We'll just say that. So I did get one for coffee, and it's not, you know, it's not exclusive to coffee. We've got, but first boba. We have a tea stamp, tea time, my favorite cup of, and then we can say, you know, what are we making? I just think that this is fun. And, ooh, I like this, my drink order. So I could do, you know, weekly, like what my drink of the week was. You know, I don't know. It just seemed like something that I wanted to have to play with, and glad to have it in my collection. So this is at the cafe from Everyday Explorers. So we can now throw that in an envelope, and I'm already starting to think I'm running out of envelopes. Okay, so let's jump to, I guess we can just flip until we see the next one, or maybe we go backwards. There we go. Okay, so this got a little messy because I couldn't stamp it proper. So we have a fountain pen kind of inked, wait, not that one, this one. This is the pen and paper stamp set. And I think it's really, really cute. We've got a lot of different icons here in the stationery world. And it's not just fountain pens. It's like stationery because it says all the journals. You can mark if something's fountain pen friendly. You can label brand and color. Adding to my stationery stash is a fun stamp. Paper test, washi tape. These look like Hobonichi planners, pen and pencil. Just an overall, like, you know, nice stationery themed stamp set. So this is Everyday Explorers pen and paper. And I kept struggling because, again, I laid the whole thing down. I couldn't get a good stamp on the adding to my stationery stash, so I just kept stamping it. I think I didn't lay it on the acrylic block proper when I did these ones, but here you can see what that set looks like. And That's a fun stamp. That's kind of a sleeper. So it says, unboxing my new goodies. That is really cute. That was a little traveler's notebook. So that is the pen and paper collection from Everyday Explorers. So we can file this guy away for a rainy day. Then we have the All the New Movies stamp set. This is like a little mini stamp set. I thought it would be cute because I do watch a lot of movies. So kind of pretend there's a line here. And it's just a cute little set. So I can put what movies we watched. If I really enjoyed a movie, I could put that it's a must watch. I can do star ratings. I did something similar to this with my Christmas movies spread in my journal. And I need to go back through and add some of these stamps because I love the rating down here. It says skip it or blockbuster. And you can, color in where it is between skip it and blockbuster. Got a movie ticket on the big screen. So this line here is where you'd put the movie you were watching, and then you got a little popcorn. So that's just a fun little accessory item for my planner. And then the last stamp, and then I have the stickers. I forgot about those. So that is a 3x4 stamp set. Yes. So more inks. I think I need to go backwards. Now this is where I realized, okay, Elizabeth, you really are starting to collect inky things. Wait, book club. No, that's not what we want. There we go. When I got to this point with this one, I realized I should put all of my themed stuff on the same page so I can find it easily. So this is the My Ink collection stamp set, and it's still Everyday Explorers. So I love the different jars and really fun way to do swatches. I am doing a fountain pen swatch book, so I can use these little guys. Love these little boxes and just fun little icons you can use in your planner or your notebook. And this is where, again, made a boo-boo, but I tried to duplicate the pen and paper over here just so I could see next to each other the different stamps. This down here is nibs and ink from the Well-Appointed Desk. I got this one at, where did I get this? The Chicago Planner Conference. The Well-Appointed Desk had a booth at the marketplace. So I ended up putting all of these guys down on this one page so I could see all the different types of jars. So that is the My Ink collection stamp set. Y'all, I'm starting to run out of these small guys. Now, I might at some point, I don't have these sleeves for every stamp set. That would be one way if I wanted to downsize a little bit, is get envelopes like this, but for now, we're going to stick with the Hero Arts envelopes. The last item I got from Everyday Explorers are these alphas. And there's several different sets that you can get, color collection. So I went with the really neutral one that has like a cream color, a taupey color, and a soft black color. I just really like alpha stickers, and sometimes I want stickers, sometimes I want stamps. So, and these were new to the shop, or they used to exist in the shop and then they went away and then they came back. So I really wanted to get a sense for what the the stickers were like from Everyday Explorers. Okay, so that was Everyday Explorers. We have 2 more shops to look at and then we will be done. So hang in there with me. So next is Altenew, which I think they've been around for a long time, but I hadn't heard of them until the Go Wild Planner Conference. They were there and they had some sponsored gifts. And so they are new-ish to me, but maybe you have heard of them. Let me just be honest. When I opened these, I need to go back and check the listings. When I opened these, I was shocked at how big these stamps were. And I really don't know if I didn't read the fine print or if I missed the memo or what. I don't know. But these, you guys, way bigger than I was expecting, but really excited. These are photopolymer stamps. They are made in the USA. They are bold. They stamped really well. And I was impressed. Their price point was a little bit lower. Maybe they're a bigger company than some of these smaller shops, and so they can do things more affordably. I don't know, but or more cost efficiently. But I was very, very impressed. Like, very impressed at the price and how large these stamps were. And also they seem to do a lot of sales. So I think that is a plus as well. So this is the Altenew Tiny Bubbles stamp. I don't know if I realized that the stamp was going to be so teeny. So I did stamp it twice, but here you can see what it looks like. And this would be really fun with different colored inks. I did everything in this swatch book pretty much black, just for a baseline, but I could see just adding some fun texture with that. So that is the Altenew Tiny Bubbles, and it's going to share an envelope with Travel Basics. Another one. I don't know if I realized this was so small. I really don't know. But my goodness, these are teeny tiny. Let me see where this guy is. Travel Basics. And I really got this because I love a hexagon stamp. And I love creating patterns, honeycomb patterns. I do it a lot. Hope you guys aren't getting sick of it, but I really love that shape. So that's really why I picked up the Travel Basics. And this is what that set looks like. And it is, if you look at the stamp, it is set to be a little kind of vintagey looking, like a postage stamp. So that kind of inconsistent frame is true to the stamp itself. Makes it look, yeah, aged, which I think is really kind of nice. Let's grab, these guys are going to have to share an envelope, I think. So we will do the Tiny Bubbles and Travel Basics. Because sharing is caring. Right, stamps, look, so now they fit perfectly in there. Y'all, this is filling up. I'm definitely going to, this is kind of pushing my collection to the next level. Okay, let's take a look at Follow Your Arrow. So this is the next guy. It's called Follow Your Arrow. And I love arrows. I love pointing at things. I think it's really nice. So here is the Follow Your Arrow stamp set from Altenew. Then we have our bold type. Grab bold type. This was a shocker. I don't think I realized how bold these were going to be, but I love them. I love a bold, chunky moment. So I'm excited to have these punctuation marks and stuff, and just some extra lines. I think that's nice. So that is bold type. Then we have basic headers. And I thought that this would lend itself well to the block time set from Carrie Bradford. So here you can see what that set looks like. If it was helpful, you guys, for me to actually stamp these out so you can see what they look like, please let me know, because I took a lot of time to do it. And if y'all don't care to see what the stamp sets look like stamped out, I just assume do it on my own time and not share it with you guys. But yeah, you let me know if it is helpful. But look at all these different categories: family, work, meeting, workout, personal, business, appointment, kids, blog, pets, vlog, hobby, work trip, volunteer, travel. And then we have some fun icons down here, which is nice. Like if I'm filming, I could do a little video camera. I never do hydration tracking, but you've got 8 cups of water there. So that is basic headers. Let's take a look at the Tall Alpha. Again, I'm liking big, but don't take up too much space. This is the Tall Alpha, and I only did a few of these, but here you can see what the Tall Alpha looks like. All right, now these, oh my gosh, was not prepared for the size of this. I love this, guys. They're like Tetris blocks. It's called building blocks. And I am going to have so much fun with a spread with this guy. I just think it's fun and unique. And You know, I love the hexagon pattern. I do it a lot because I love the way they kind of, you can create whatever shape or movement you want with the hexagons, but you can do the same exact thing with these building blocks. I kind of wish they were a little bit smaller, but maybe not. I'll just have to play around with it and see how it goes. But my gosh, I could not resist this stamp set. So that is building blocks from Altenew. And then the last one from Altenew is For All Seasons. And this is another one that I just didn't think was going to be this big. But now that I see how big it is, I love it. I love these big seasons. Summer, winter, spring, autumn. And then we've got these kind of connecting words. Thinking of, birthday, peace, memories, I love, wishing, season, this, you, joy, happy. So you could easily write, I love this season, and then do summer or winter, joy, you know, whatever, happy spring. You know, you can put things together the way that you want to. And I just love this bold text. And I love that this is one complete stamp. So I don't have to do, you could certainly, if you have a lot of alpha stamps, you could create this look on your own. But it is nice for me to have this kind of already set for me. So that is the For All Seasons. So those are the Altenew stamps. And while I'm here, hope you guys don't mind, I do want to get these filed away because I need to get my life in order. I think for this guy, I am going to, now this is a bummer. They do not label the acetate with what the sticker is, or excuse me, what the stamp is. What? Okay, well, I did not notice this. Y'all, look at this one for these big guys. Wow. Okay, I mean, next level. I will say, once I placed an order with Altenew, I did start getting emails from them. And some of them, I'm like, oh, it's too many emails. But then there were some that were clutch, like how to do stamping right. And here's like e-courses you can sign up for. And this is rad. Like, these you can actually cut and use. Here's ones that can be paired with it. Here you can see an example. And these are like the colors used here. So I'm presuming they sell ink pads as well. They do a lot of layering related stamps that I haven't gotten into. But I love these samples. That is so fun. Now, do I need this? I'm going to set this aside. I'm not going to include it with my storage just because it's going to be too much. But that is rad. So if you are new to stamps, Altenew might be a good place to start because of their educational services. And yeah, I mean, wow, that was really nice that they included that. So let's see, will they do the same thing? I mean, look at the example here of how they did that. How pretty. Let's open this guy up and see if we have another. Nope, this one is simple. So I'm going to throw that on the ground. If you guys could see my office right now, you would be appalled. I love that these giant stamp sets fit the large Hero Arts envelopes. I am quite relieved. Okay, so these guys I think would fit in the smaller, but look at this tub, y'all. We are, oh, I think I've got some more small ones. So I've got 5 or 6 left. Might need to see if there's another sale happening over at Joann to pick up more of these. I know you can find these guys at, or like a different brand on Amazon, but because I started with these ones, I kind of feel like I need to stick with them just so that they all fit the tub in the same way. You know what I mean? So I might have moved myself into it. See, I love these examples on the back. So here you can see what they would look like in different colors. Very nice. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you are someone that has lots and lots of stamps, do you do like a hodgepodge of different storage things? Or is everything really, oh, that looks so cool. Is everything kind of cohesive? Because I feel like if you're just starting out with stamps, you know, you take what you can get at a reasonable price. I know I would do that. But then when you start to really seriously, look how cool they look in color. That is so fun. When you start to really kind of build out a collection, that's when you start to want to invest a little bit more and maybe have all of your stamp sets in the same type of packaging. And I kind of started down that road to begin with. And I like that everything matches, but now it's like I'm married to the Hero Arts ones, which work just fine. But, wow, we are at max capacity. I wonder if I can, no, it's not going to make a difference if I stand them up. Well, I've outgrown my bin. I might need to get one more bin, and maybe I'd separate functional from decorative and move in that direction. Okay, so the last thing I want to share with you guys, but all that to say, I need to slow down. I'm trying to film as much content as I can before Christmas, you guys, because I want to spend time with my family, and that means I am hustling to just get these videos done. I really apologize if I'm moving way too fast, but leave me a comment down in the comment section. How do you store your stamps? And do you use all matching envelopes, or do you mix and match? And if they're mixing and matching, how are you doing? Because I feel like it would stress me out, but if it doesn't stress you out, I would love to know how it doesn't stress you out. Okay. This is a new to me shop. Let me make sure I got everything. And the gal that I was communicating with when I placed this order was so sweet. The package got lost in the mail, and she sent another one. So thankful. So these are stencils, okay? Now, again, I didn't read the sizing here, and I have not swatched these guys out, but these are a lot bigger than I was expecting. Because the idea behind these is you can use them for paper, on paper, or you can use them for like decorating cookies or decorating a cake. You could use them for if you wanted to do a pattern on your wall, or you wanted to customize a desktop and like, you know, make something your own. Like, you can use these on any material. So that means some of these guys are going to be bigger. We'll see how they work actually on paper. So the shop is on Etsy. I will leave the link down below. I'm not an affiliate with this company or connected to this company, but I am an Etsy affiliate. So it is an affiliate link with Etsy. So this is Textile Bakery, stencils, stationery, clay supplies, and pattern designs. And I'm all about texture and pattern in my planners and notebooks. And so this like called to me right away, and really excited for this. So, oh, this is cute. So we do have instructions on how to use the stencil. And here you can see she's presuming, look, you're doing all kinds of things with it. Painting walls, for clay, if you want to screen print. That's amazing. Yeah, painting. Love it. So that is Textile Bakery. Let's take a look at what we have here. So this first set is the Pine Tree Stencil Bundle. And it's got a fir tree, Christmas tree, evergreen, or maybe those are all, oh, you know what? She does give the size of the images. So I think I just wasn't paying attention. But here are hopefully you can see these okay. I think you can. So here are the different trees, and it's a set of 4. And I just thought this could be a fun way to change up. You know, if I don't want to do stamping, I can stencil these guys out. And I would use my like chalk inks with these. So that is the first set. That is the Pine Tree Bundle. And I'm going to have to start a tub for stencils so I can keep these organized as well. For now, though, just to make sure I keep the set together, I'm going to throw them back in this little pouch. Okay, so the next one, look at this pattern. Ah, it's so pretty. So this is called the Mud Cloth Stencil. Stencil design, tile stencil, vintage tile stencil, mud cloth. Okay, so I think it's just all of the titles in here are for searching. So this is the mud cloth stencil, and it's a 5-inch stencil. Excuse me. Let me take a sip. Hold on, guys. I thought this would look absolutely gorgeous with a really light color or a mix of colors on a planner spread. So if I didn't want to add any stickers, or I wanted to mix some ink with stickers, I could do this pattern. And I thought it, I don't know, I just thought it was fun. I really liked that a lot. And this one, now I don't know if I purchased this or if it was a bonus. No, I did purchase it. So this is the Stripes stencil, and this one's kind of fun. It's got a tab up at the top, but this is a 4-inch stencil image. And the idea being that you can do this just with lines if you want to, but like you can lay down some ink and create the lines, and then you could like turn it, do the lines, turn it, do the lines, you know, any number of ways you want, and create like hashes. And so I thought this was just a fun, basic design that would be fun to add texture. So, I mean, I could even have this coming off the page and have my, you know, if this is my planner, I could go like this and then put some ink down and create lines if I wanted to, you know, create something functional. Or I could put some ink down and then layer some stickers on top, or throw a tree down, you know, right here. So I just thought that this was a good staple in the collection for journaling. This next one, really cute. What's this one called? This is the Star Stencil, and I just think it looks fun. I probably wouldn't do like a galaxy look. I would do like if I wanted to kind of highlight and just add a little bit of like sparkle to a spread. This is really nice because you've got the little dots, you've got the different size stars, and I just thought it was pretty. So I like this one, and this is a 5x5. This is also a 5x5, and I couldn't resist. I am a beach girl at heart. I was born in California. I live in Texas now, but I am actually from a small surf town in California, and the vibes of this one is so lovely. This is the Wave Stencil, Ocean Stencil, and you've got like these waves, and then you have the sun going out. And I just thought this would be such a pretty, you know what, let me grab this planner here just so you can see it on a, I feel like this needs a darker backdrop. There we go. There we go. I just thought like I could picture myself if I've got like the front of a monthly or something, like a monthly title page, and I just wanted something beautiful and like bold. Tape this down, take some different shades of blue, buff it in with my ink, buff in some yellow, different shades of yellow up with the rays, and in one shot I have like a beautiful piece of artwork on one of my planner pages. So I purchased this one. It is a very specific image, but I could see using this multiple times. You could also like make cards with this. If you're someone that just wants to get more crafty and do it yourself, like this would be a really pretty image for like a thinking of you card or something like that. Okay, so the next one I picked up, I'm so glad I pulled out this planner. This is the Laurel Denise Project Planner, in case you're curious, is the bookshelf. And I usually buy bookshelf stickers, or I draw them myself because I think it looks cool. I kind of like the, yeah, just the self-made drawn, you know, spines and stuff. But I was like, you know what? A stencil that's reusable over and over again. And you can put this whole thing down, or you could cover it up with some washi tape and only do, you know, a couple different ones, or cover this up, do one, and then put this somewhere else on the page. You know, you can move these around the way that you want, but it's also nice that it's all in one shot. Let me look at the dimensions of this. This one is 4.4 by 8. Now, for reference, just grab what I grab. This is an A5-ish, and it will fit an A5 if you're like down at the very bottom, which means it will also fit a B5. So just thought that was a fun stencil to just have when I don't want to do my own. There's little candles in there. I didn't notice that before. Cute. This next guy, love. So I'm really into like the Southwest, like Aztecan, like Native American patterns and tapestry. I think it is stunning. I am very, very small part Choctaw. And so I just have an appreciation for Native American culture and the different tapestries. So I had to get this one. So pretty. This one is called it's a Southwest stencil. And this is another geometric design. It's a 6x9 that would look really pretty, kind of broken up on different areas of your planning page. And this would be really pretty if I was a cake decorator. I feel like this with like different colors dusted on top, creating like a pattern on the top of a cake would look so pretty. I'm not a cake decorator, but my gosh, this would be absolutely stunning. So that is the Southwest stencil. And then the last stencil I picked up is the Montserrat leaves. So this one is, I think it's the same size, 5.75 by 8. So this is like a no-brainer for me in the summer when I want to go more tropical. I love having these different leaves, and honestly, you could do such a fun spread. Like if you put this somewhere, maybe on a page, and then you have some leaves kind of draping underneath, or excuse me, on top. I just think that would look really pretty. So that's the Montserrat leaves. So again, this is all from Textile Bakery on Etsy, and I'm just really loving exploring these small shops that are making these things that I just, Elizabeth a year ago probably would not have purchased stencils, but I have had so much more capacity to explore my creative self since quitting my full-time job, and it's been really a blessing, and it's something I don't take for granted at all. So that is, again, Textile Bakery if you want to check her out on Etsy, and I'll link her down in the description box. All right, friends, my goodness, that is everything from my Black Friday Cyber Week orders in the stamp and stencil category. If you picked up some stamps or stencils during Black Friday and Cyber Week, y'all tell me, what did you grab? What do you think I should look at? Not that I need to buy more, but because y'all, look at this. This is getting insanity. It's becoming insanity. But if you picked anything up, let me know. And if you have shopped from Everyday Explorers, Cocoa Daisy, Carrie Bradford. Oh, the other brand I didn't purchase anything from, but if you're looking for small shop stamp makers, I love the Ton, or maybe it's the Ton, Ton, but I would include them in the kind of Everyday Explorers, the Carrie Bradford Studio, and the Ton. I would say those three are the ones that I keep going back for. Altenew is new to me. Cocoa Daisy is new to me. And so far, all of the quality across the board, like they all have been excellent. And now I have a stencil shop as well, new to me from Textile Bakery. All right, friends, come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And if you want to hang out with me again and you want to see me, play with these things, if you want to learn something new, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. All right, friends, until next time, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I'll see you in my next video.